Friday, the 15th of May 2020. Good morning and thank you for joining us today. Child allowance can now be registered and received in Saramacca. More young people on the candidates list than ever before. Banking Association ensures safety of foreign cash reserve, and the clearing of trenches and sewers remains a challenge. As of yesterday, it is possible that the registration and the revenue of the General Child Benefit can also take place in Saramacca. It concerns the decentralization of the various services that fall under the Ministry of Social Affairs and Housing. The ministry opened branches of the Foundation Basic Healthcare Insurance Fund and the General Payout Social Security Fund yesterday in the district. Especially with the announced social assistance related to the COVID-19 crisis, bringing the services from the ministry closer to the community will come in handy. But there is also criticism that this would be an election stunt. Young people are more than ever before in the forefront in the upcoming free and fair elections. We're not talking about just the first voters, but also the number of young people that have been placed by political parties on the various candidate lists. UNSDG Youth Ambassadors Sherman Pansa and Sivern Hammond follow this development closely. Pansa hopes that the young people who are on the candidates list will actually have the opportunity to contribute. Young people need more clarification as to why they should vote for the party to represent them in the National Assembly. There is a need to develop young people. The developments around youth in Suriname have not stopped and will not during the 2020 elections. It is important that everyone makes their voice heard. Young people also deserve an equal chance to govern the country. They should not rely on the popularity of the voter, but on what he or she can mean for Suriname. The Surinamese Banking Association is convinced that the remaining cash reserve of foreign currency at the Central Bank of Suriname is now safe. This insurance is provided by the chairman of the association, Eblen Franchi. The guarantee comes after the fact that 2 agreements have been signed to ring-fence the remaining cash reserve, and the agreements were signed between the Surinamese commercial banks and the Central Bank of Suriname. The parties made clear agreements in the contract, in particular how the banks can have the resources at their disposal when they need it, and also with the signing of these 2 agreements, a good step has been taken to restore the confidence within the banking system, says Franchi. Franchi also indicated that agreements have also been made about the repayment of the used cash reserve. In the agreement with the Central Bank of Suriname, there are clear indicated guidelines on how the banks will be repaid. And at last, the clearing of trenches and sewers remains a challenge for the Ministry of Public Works, Transport and Communications. According to the Minister Vijay Chotkan, this may have to do with the location of the low-lying areas. Even before the start of the rainy season, both the ministry and the various district commissioners were working on the clearing of the trenches. However, the low-lying areas are still flooded. Besides the neighborhood Wintiwai, there are other areas in the south that are flooded after heavy rain. And these areas have already been mapped out by the authorities. The idea is that the excess water will eventually be pumped out to the Saramacca Canal. That is it for the local news for today. Monday it is, we'll be back with a new edition. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.